Hello, everybody. This is Rich, and you're watching my YouTube channel where I get on some of my good buddies and we play tabletop role-playing games. On the slate for tonight is a hack of the excellent Apocalypse World game, which is by D. Vincent Baker. And the hack is to a new setting, and some of the moves have been changed up as well, and there's some cool custom playbooks. And all this work was done by none other than our own MC, Steve. I've got in this YouTube, we're going to slide in a link to that Google Doc, which has the PDF that he's worked so hard on, and it's pretty awesome. And this is the first game that we've played in a while, but you're watching on YouTube, so what do you care? But it's been a while for us, so we're pretty excited to get back into the swing of things. Steve had to have a baby or something. Priorities. All right, take it away, Steve.
All right. All right, to begin, I have shared with you a document. The document is titled 321 Seeds. Yeah, March 21st. So, what I'd like to do is start off with, let's go do these seeds, and we will use the seeds to pick up from where we left off last time.
Whoa, hello.
Hello, all right. Man, you getting the rockin'. All right, so for those of you playing at home,
So that means that, okay, I'll just read it out. D22X, you received an encrypted communication from a Geth platform thought destroyed by the heretics. It hasn't sent you any communication since you left for Omega. The message is somewhat garbled, but you managed to decipher some of the details with a little help from your trusted Omni tool. A Quarian vessel followed your path away from Rannoch and ended up discovering the Leviathan of Dis. Roll plus sharp on a 10 plus, all three are true. On a 79, pick one. On a miss, none are true. So, the things which are true are as follows. The message was securely sent and not intercepted. The message tells you the location of a piece of technology valuable in the fight against the heretics, and the platform was not compromised after recording this message to you. Can you clarify that last bit?
Okay, so the Geth platform was a Geth Prime who your programming had communications with in your life before you came to Omega. To get a message out about this brings it under the risk of being detected by the heretics. So heretics finding this information leaking would have taken the platform and terminated with extreme prejudice, though your buddy in the platform, or the other Geth who told you this, is currently safe. They have not been compromised. The heretics do not know where it is at the time.
Okay, so then I'm safe, they're safe, and I know some decent information out of this.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yep. That is correct.
Cool.
And as for the location of the technology, I will add the trusty space map to the Hangout, and I will point to a place for you. Okay. So the piece of technology is actually way out there, in the Perseus Veil, on an asteroid within a broken planet in one of those systems.
Where?
Perseus Veil. It's top right side.
Okay.
Yep. Second one down.
Cool.
I think you can mine it for things in Mass Effect 2, but
You can mine everything in Mass Effect 2.
Yep. Cool.
Go away, Steam. I don't want Steam. Okay, there we go. Cool. Oh, are we doing highlights or anything?
Yeah, why don't we go through this and then we'll highlight.
Cool.
So, get the flow. Okay. Next volunteer.
Guess I will. Alright. Okay. Venice, an agent from the Shadow Broker, comes calling for you. Roll plus cool. I missed, because I have a cool of -1. So none are true. So the Shadow Broker totally does want something valuable from Arya, and is totally looking for information on one of my coterie, and is totally calling in my debt. God damn it.
Ouch. Okay. All right. So. Yeah.
Did you say coterie? You wrote coterie.
I totally wrote coterie.
Oh, so cute.
Would you prefer cabal?
No, I like coterie. It's just, you know, it's like sometimes when someone talks, it refers to stats as dots. That's all I'm saying. It's just a tell.
Okay. So, yeah. The Shadow Broker is actually looking for something from your buddy Sam. And the valuable thing that he wants stolen from Arya is the access codes to her safe house on the bottommost level of Omega, where she is rumored to keep all of her her most prized weapons and equipment.
Great.
All right. So, Sam, this piece of this is actually from your backstory more than the last game. The last game, because we retconned that, but I still love the idea, so I wanted to keep it.
Yeah, cool. I'm down with that.
All right.
All right. Shall I read mine?
Please.
All right. After making it away from the Kerbal agent... Wait. After making it away from the Cerberus agents masquerading as Blue Suns, a familiar face comes up to you when you return to Afterlife. Roll hard. And oh my god. That would be a 6 total, which means none are true. Thus, I have an ally in CSEC who is critically injured back at the Citadel. CSEC is interested in arresting one of my crew, coterie. What is a coterie? Is it crew?
Yeah, group.
Like gang? Group?
Yeah. Fancy word for group.
That's a World of Darkness word, isn't it?
It totally is. I'm sorry. It's in every part of my being sometimes.
And Cerberus has been... Oh my god, no! Cerberus knows that I'm a spy for CSEC.
Can I help? Can I help my buddy Sam?
Oh yeah, you could help just fine.
No, seriously.
You're the one CSEC is interested in arresting.
Crap. I don't want to.
See, I knew it was not this one because this one is a piece of equipment and therefore it cannot be arrested for crimes.
Oh.
Ooh, that hurt. Are you sure you're channeling my inability for weird rolls? Because I think that's what just happened.
I don't know. Holy crap.
Only one away. So
I got no fate chips to spend on it either.
Anybody got a force point? All right. Cool. Okay. Well.
Maybe?
Yeah, you're out. So let's start with the ally in CSEC. The ally in CSEC who has been injured. Let me get his name. He was your handler.
Was he?
Yeah, what was his name again? Let's see here. Where is he? Oh, here he is. Oh yeah, I believe it was. We named him Jordan Knowles,
Okay.
who was a CSEC officer who actually did a lot of work for smuggling, particularly of the Batarian persuasion, e-crimes mostly. Yeah, she got blowed up. So she's alive. She's just badly injured,
Okay.
like not waking up injured.
All right. That sucks.
Yep. Yep. And in the last communications from Jordan, you did get a little whiff that a warrant was put out for your buddy Phaedra.
Okay. Gotcha.
This is probably why she's not on the Citadel.
So, here's the thing. Cerberus knows that I'm still secretly working for CSEC, and I'm supposed to be looking out for Cerberus activity, clearly. But do I know they know?
Roll me another plus hard.
Oh, yeah.
Let's let the dice decide.
Okay. Okay, that's a 9 this time.
Okay, good. I'm going to say that you are aware that there's been a leak. You just don't know exactly how much they know. They know something.
Gotcha.
And you know that because your ident was caught basically when Jordan got blown up. Basically, your ident and your access codes were part of it, so you could trace that. They would have gotten that information from her before her Omnitool went kasplody.
Okay. All right. Well.
Well, that kind of ouch. Okay.
All right. So the note for Phaedra. After taking in a shift at Afterlife, you notice a familiar face scoping the place out. Roll plus hot. On a 10 plus, all three of the below are true. On a 7 to 9, pick one. On a miss, none are true. And the options are: the familiar face does not belong to the Asari Justicar looking for you. The familiar face does not know you are there. And the familiar face does not want to harm you physically. Plus hot for me is a good thing. I have a plus 2 hot. And let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, that's an 11.
All right.
All three. Yay. I am going to say, and I'll put this in the document, that the person is a human male named Ferenc Matskala. And I'll just put that there. I think he is a Blue Sun that I've worked with from time to time.
Okay.
And usually when he shows up, either he's got something he wants me to do, or might have a lead, or he's just blowing off steam with money that I can probably take.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very good. All right. So now that we have this little piece, I would like to start the setting in Afterlife.
Yep.
Right after Phaedra noticed Ferenc in the location. From the scene's perspective, I would like you guys to name where you're at, but I'd like you all to be here. Someone.
Highlights?
Highlights. Thank you, Adam. I apparently are incapable of remembering to do those on my own.
It was Rich, I believe, who suggested that. But yes, okay. Who's first for that?
Okay. Let me see here. So, who's got the most on our friend the Geth?
I've got 3 on plus 3 on G22X.
Uh-oh. How is this possible?
That's what I've written down.
Okay.
Let me check the sheet. I mean, that's what I've written down on my paper. Let me check here in the documento.
Do you have all of the HX by any chance? Because I apparently don't have it on mine.
You do not. Actually, nobody does but me.
Well, I can throw mine up here real quick, but
I have mine
I've
written
got
on
my
the
paper.
sheet.
So, no, I don't, but we can look real quick for the HX.
Yeah, I have the starting HX here. I can calculate if you want. I do that.
Okay.
So give me 1 second. I need to open the booklet here.
I mean, I've got the starting HX listed, but I don't have any HX written down.
Yeah, so... Okay. So I can just read them. Do you want me to just read them out to everybody?
Sure.
Okay. Tarn has fought shoulder... This is for G22X. Tarn has fought shoulder to shoulder with me.
One of them is fought shoulder to shoulder. Okay. Turn +2.
Okay. Sam once left me bleeding and did nothing for me. I just don't trust you, is what it says in response.
Oh, choose the character you trust to each HX plus harm. +3. Perfect.
All right. Tarn is the smartest.
Tarn is the smartest. So that's +3. And Phaedra?
And then Phaedra got me out of some serious shit, but she stole from me.
Point of clarity, honestly, getting you out of shit, I would consider it payment.
One of them got you out of some serious shit. Tell that player HX +2. And then I took a +1 on that too. So I'm at +3 with everyone apparently.
All right. Do you guys want me to just go down everybody, or you got everybody else is good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Good.
All right. So if everyone's got +2 on our favorite Geth, why don't you pick who's gonna highlight you?
Phaedra.
Oh, you lovely little thing, you. I want you to highlight your weird.
Let's get some sharp.
And this is retroactive to opening moves?
I would assume so.
Sure, go for it.
Yay.
Okay. All right, Tarn, who knows you best?
I'm sorry, so we're supposed to look at our sheets, or other people look at theirs?
You look at yours.
Oh, that's Sam.
Be hot.
And be weird.
All of the dark matter. All of it.
Nyam, nyam, nyam. Tasty dark matter. All right, Sam.
Hornell's my best. Tarn does.
Let's see you be cool.
Alrighty.
Yeah, and hot.
And hot.
So lukewarm.
Alrighty.
I'm sure I'm not the first person who made that joke. All right, Phaedra.
Well, I have a tie. Tarn has a +3 as well as G22X. So I will choose G22X. What do your computational devices say?
This one suggests that you be hot.
Yay!
This one suggests that you be sharp.
Beautiful. Read and seduce. Read and seduce.
Hey, do I have...
So I just want to point out that any one of us that isn't made of metal is highlighted hot tonight. Sorry, every one of us that isn't made of metal.
Well, you know, we want to get back in the swing of things.
Do you realize it's been almost a calendar year since I've played Monster Hearts? There must be Nookie. Let's do this. Okay. It's a day. Okay.
It's only been Monster Hearts.
Only been how long for you?
6 days.
I'm still playing into Monster Hearts games right now, so. But they're both played by both, so it hardly counts, right? Or something? Isn't that what they say?
I'm pouting right now.
Mine was run by a very cute burlesque dancer.
Okay, you win.
Yeah.
I'm run by 2 older dudes, so not really.
Wow, wow. Okay, so now you are in Afterlife. What are you guys doing?
I'm working bar.
Okay.
I'm dancing. Taryn,
This one
come on. You're dancing too, right?
No, that's not my job. No, probably in a quiet, frustrated argument like, no, yes, your ID is clearly fake and you haven't paid me enough to let you in, kind of a thing. Or for the equivalent of in Mass Effect, I don't even know.
Well, you can't. Yeah, you can't have an Asari that's less than 100 in here. I mean, seriously. All right. So what about our friendly Geth? What's our friendly Geth doing?
This one is being propositioned
Oh, why?
by an Asari.
Really? Oh, we're gonna have to start with that. Okay. Okay. So describe this Asari to me. What she look like?
She is older. This one believes that she is in the matriarch stage of her life. And she is rather inebriated and curious about my kind.
Okay. Where is this happening? In the bar.
At the bar.
At the bar?
I was requested to fix one of the sound systems.
All right. So Sam, as you are working bar, you hear an Asari in a very deep, husky voice, asking G22 to go back to her hotel room and I quote, work with the injectors. She's drunk.
Right.
This one sincerely hopes that there are no broken injectors in your apartment.
Gee, she's kind of not talking about you actually fixing anything per se.
Is there any particular reason she would want this one to accompany her to her residence?
Yeah, I think she wants hot robot sex.
And then she mutters out, or cold robot sex if you prefer. I'm not that choosy.
There you go. You know that's like a crime even for a Geth to refuse the request of a matriarch. So I've heard.
That's... This one has never heard of such a law.
No, you could be disassembled. I used to work for CSEC. I know these things. You got to do it. She's asking you to do it. You got to go.
This one was requested to fix the sound system at the bar.
Oh, we can do the sound system later. This is a matriarch.
I want some XP out of this.
Her word is like interstellar law or something. Isn't that right, matriarch?
Absolutely.
Yes, see? And they also don't lie, ever.
Oh, no, never. We never lie.
You're up, G.
This one will comply?
I never thought I'd be doing this. All right, so she takes your hand and leads you out of the bar, walking a lot more not drunk than you'd expect.
This one was confused to begin with, but this new development is even more confusing. This one would like to read a person.
Please read the person.
As this one is attempting to gauge what precisely is this one's deal. Alright, 1, 2, clear roll, bam. Woof! Eat your heart out.
All right.
Why don't I have a constant printout of this game? This is just ridiculous. Okay. Mark XP.
All right.
Is it true, matriarch, that your type is incapable of lying?
We are capable of lying.
What is it specifically that you wish me to do?
I wish for you to merge your consciousness with mine in the tried and true method that Asari do.
Are you certain that this will work?
Absolutely not. But you get to be 1,000 years old. I've seen all kinds, all shapes. Heck, I even had kids with a Hanar once. But at this point, I just have to know.
I need a second. What is this matriarch feeling?
Hope, actually.
Hope. How can I get the matriarch to help this one escape the shackles of Arya?
Totally comply with her wishes and she will assist you.
I think I asked, what does your character wish I'd do last time, so... yeah, alright. This one will follow her to her abode and assist her in whatever odd Asari ritual she may or may not partake in.
Okay. So it's actually a lot less grandiose than you might have thought. So she leads you into the room and basically sits you down on the bed, sitting up. She sits next to you, and before she does this, she walks over, grabs a glass of what you assume is probably Ryan Call by the look of it, downs it, and comes back over to you. Puts her hands on your head and roll plus weird.
Holy shit. 12.
Okay. So you don't have a nervous system, exactly, which is probably good. Because if you had a nervous system, one thing you realize, basically you're getting some feedback from her sensory system, because by definition, the Embrace Eternity psychic thing that the Asari do is conducted by a biocurrent. Because by definition, it has to be biocurrent to spread to the two people. You notice that her biocurrent's kind of strange, not something you would normally register in an Asari, because when it hits your system, you realize that if you had a nervous system, it would have killed you. So, the good news is you don't die because you're not actually organic. The even better news is I'm going to give you the benefit of the Asari racial move. So, yeah, so for right now, you have 3 questions you can ask from the Asari menu. I can read them to you. I have it right here.
I see it, actually. I have it open.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Then I will not.
What was this one's lowest or highest moment?
Which one do you want? Your choice.
Highest.
Highest moment? Right now. Right now, because she's able to merge her consciousness with someone and not kill them.
Uh-oh. What does this one hold closest to her heart?
That would be her sister.
What is this one's secret pains?
She murdered her father. In a very unfortunate situation.
Was the matriarch attempting to kill this one?
No. No, God, no. Goddess, no. Excuse me. She laughs and she kind of leans back. Very, very. Her heart rate is elevated. She's a lot of endorphins in her brain. She's grinning. She's very, very happy. No, I was hoping that this would work. I've always wondered what it would be like, and now I know.
I sense much pain associated with this one's embrace.
So, and she kind of pauses for a minute, looks at you, and just it sort of registers to her that, oh, I guess that would make sense. You'd be able to just sense that. Yes, my kind have not always been effective in the sharing of consciousness, and I was not sure I was capable of such a attachment. So it has not been successful in the past.
Is the matriarch pleased with this one's results?
She kind of chuckles. Yes, I'm very pleased. So is there anything I can offer you for what you've given me?
I have never been offered something before. Would you help this one obtain freedom?
Freedom. Who enslaves you?
The one they call Arya.
I think that can be arranged.
The aperture on my eye goes. Bzz, bzz.
A little.
Yeah, just a little flutter. This one would like that very much. And this one would not mind helping you understand your condition from an objective viewpoint.
She smiles and chuckles at the strange dichotomy in this conversation. She goes, this one, and she kind of gestures herself, is grateful. I will speak to Arya. So Adam, give me a first name for your friend here.
Oh, I don't have a name generator.
What kind of? I got a name. I got the story game names book, which is awesome. I can get you a name real quick if you want. Male, female? Do you care?
Female, because it's an Asari.
Wow. I was looking in Senegalese, and those names probably don't work. They're cool names, but they don't feel Asari.
Fauna.
There you go. Well, it sounds a little bit like Phaedra, but go for it.
Fauna? Okay. All right.
No,
So,
Niana. Niana, sorry.
Niana?
Yeah.
I like that.
N-E-A-N-A.
Okay. Okay. So she kind of reorients herself a little bit, and then she hands you she scans her Omnitool and says, "I'm giving you access to this room. I'm going to go speak to Arya. If for some reason there is trouble, stay here. She can't find you here, and it would be a good landing place to smuggle you out in case this goes south."
This one will wait here.
Okay. All right. So she walks
I take plus
out.
one forward from that, by the way. Just, I mean, if we're counting that as sex.
It's as close to sex as you're going to get without a thermal exhaust port right below the main port.
Oh.
So, yes.
Sweet. Okay, I'm sated.
I almost made a Death Star joke, but I just want to note that I didn't.
Yeah, you could have, but you didn't.
It's on the open.
All right. Okay, so meanwhile, back at Afterlife, you guys are hanging out at the in the bar. Things are pretty normal. Your buddy hasn't come back in a long time, and about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours later, as you guys are starting to wrap up your shifts, in strides Niana again, sans G, and she walks over to one of the Batarian bodyguards in the on the way up to Arya's couch, and proceeds to get into a touch of an argument with him.
To who? I'm sorry. To Arya's couch?
Yep. There's like that real rampway up, and there's like two Batarian guards that stand.
Just wanted to clarify, to make sure I heard it correctly.
It's a couch, the magic couch.
Oh my.
The one you end up when you pass out. It's when you end up waking up in.
The official couch.
The
Official couch. You guys gonna hang and just watch this, or are you gonna intervene, or either way is fine. I've got some.
Watching it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
So the Batarian recognizes her because you see all 6 of his eyes go bloop, real big, and gets right out of her way. She marches up the stairs. Arya actually turns herself on the couch to talk to her, which means that it's something pretty important, and they proceed to have a nice, heated conversation. You don't get a lot out of it from the distance, but you can tell by the gestures that the Niana is very enthusiastic, where Arya is kind of not acting bored, but more pissed than bored. So, go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh, anyway, I think I heard. I thought someone was talking when I heard the tape measure come out. No, maybe it wasn't. Oh, you're muted. That wouldn't be you. I got nothing. So a little bit later, she walks back down. Niana walks back down to the bar, kind of slams her elbow down on the table, looks over at you, and goes, "Ryan, call."
Looks over at me.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a drink.
Oh yeah, I was rolling with that. Yeah, okay. So yeah, all right. I'll get her one of those. And I slap it down on the bar in front of her and say, "Okay, so did you have fun with our robot?"
You could say that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, very many interesting attachments on that one.
Okay, well, you know, whatever makes you happy.
It would make me happy if my stupid bitch of a sister wouldn't be dissing me like this.
Your sister being my boss up there in the...
Oh, the one who won't get her fat ass off the couch?
Yeah.
So at this point, a couple of bodyguards hear her because she's not exactly being quiet. She just had Rhine call, which is powerful shit. And they're kind of like, they kind of look at each other going, "Does anyone want to tell Arya?" They're all like, "I ain't going up there. Are you fucking serious?"
So,
Did you know that she fucking owns the Geth? She fucking owns him. Amazing. Of course she'd have a fucking Geth. I mean, why not? I mean, she always got what she wants. God knows anything's gonna be any different here. And bullshit.
And you're a matriarch?
Why does everyone keep calling me a matriarch?
You look old enough to be
You mean I have large boobs? Okay, I get it. Thanks. No, I'm not a matriarch. Jesus. I'm only like 530. Jesus. Or goddess, excuse me. She'd say goddess. She wouldn't say Jesus.
Would you, like another one of those?
Sure, why not?
Okay. I'll pour her another one.
Okay. Down. This one she starts sipping. Just down it.
You know, we've got some excellent dancing folk. Personal booths and stuff. They just do all kinds of interesting gyrations, and it's sort of like a highlight of the afterlife experience here on Omega. So I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it.
Good to know. Well,
Sam is a downright pimp.
well, I think what I will do is take my drink and go over in the corner and sit and see if, well, something interesting happens, I suppose. She kind of chuckles and says, if I were you, I'd leave early. And she walks over to the very far edge on the second floor at the bottom where the tables are.
So, where's Tarn?
At the door.
Is there a way I could communicate with him? Like,
Oh yeah, sure. We have the
little comm link or something?
yeah, we have the wrist thingamajigs.
Yep.
Tarn, I need you to come here for a sec. To the bar.
Is there trouble?
Yeah, I think somebody's about to attempt to break rule number 1.
Well, shit. Right. So he makes his way through the crowd. You know, who's the troublemaker?
Rule number 1's sister. She's over there in the corner. She just had an argument with Arya upstairs. And now she's saying something about if we know what's good for us, we'll all leave early. Kind of has an ominous sound to it, if you ask me.
I don't think they covered this in training.
Maybe you should go upstairs and talk to the boss?
Me.
I don't know. I still got people down here. I can't leave.
Oh, but the bouncer can?
Oh, okay. Or you can just go over there and bounce her. Bounce her, I mean.
Cute.
Something's going down, is all I'm saying.
But I mean,
Oh, what? You know what? Maybe this is where I never read. I haven't finished reading the manual yet. Is this the time that I'm supposed to push the red button under the bar? Because
I'm
maybe
pretty sure
that's what.
I'm pretty sure the red button isn't actually connected to anything. I'm pretty sure that's from previous tenants. I'm going to go ask Phaedra. She's been here longer. Maybe she knows what's up. And hey, she's of the same race.
Okay.
Species, race. So yeah, I mean, Phaedra can't dance the whole time. She has to have in between sets, right?
Sure. Are you hoping to catch her at a break or call her down for a
At a
break?
break. At a break.
Okay. Sure.
Keeping a wary eye on the sisters for in case things start exploding or whatever it is. A sorry do. I don't know. And yeah, at a break, sort of pop in the back where she's probably hanging out in a bathrobe or whatever, or the equivalent of robe.
Sure.
Phaedra.
Darn.
That was an excellent number. We have a situation, and I'm not sure how to handle it.
We have a situation?
The club, the building.
Oh, right. Yes.
So, I've learned some things this evening, which is par for the course. Arya has a sister.
Interesting. Yes. Didn't
Did
know
you know
that.
this? No,
No.
you didn't know this.
No.
Well, apparently, they don't get along very well, and said sister has suggested that the employee should perhaps leave early tonight, and I don't know how healthy it is to get in the middle of that, and I was hoping since you've been part of the club longer, you might have some, and being a girl, you might have some sort of view into the workings of this relationship.
You want me to intercede in the potential cat fight? I think that's what you call it, right? The little animals that you have fighting with claws, biotics.
I wouldn't have ever really associated Arya with some of the cat fighters back home, but yes, that makes sense, I guess.
Ooh, that sounds pretty risky and not my job. I just dance. Are you sure you really want to go stick your nose in that? I mean, there's the patriarch. You could just let him know.
I really don't want to stick my nose in it, but I feel like if I don't speak to Arya, then our jobs are at risk anyways.
Well, you have a point there. Do you want to go talk to Arya then? We could just go talk to her. Tell her it's an emergency or a wardrobe malfunction. I don't know.
His face kind of pales 2 shades.
She
Sure.
doesn't bite? What? Are you afraid of Arya?
I have a healthy respect of her.
That's very wise. Come along. I guess you'll probably just push off the robe again and head out. Pulling Tarn by a hand, I guess, unless Tarn objects.
He wouldn't immediately, but once like he saw other people, he would pull his hand away. Like, I'm not a kid.
Phaedra will just grin. How adorable. I'll head up to talk to Arya.
Okay, so as you walk up the stairs, the Batarian guards see you, they nod, and they let you up. Arya is just finishing up a holo call with a well-adorned Asari, likely a political figure of some kind. And it pretty much closes out as you come up. It goes, yes. So you taking your break or what?
Yes, I'm on a break, Arya. Greetings. I hope your evening is well.
Just fucking peachy.
A member of your security force wishes to speak with you. I thought it was important for you to find out this potential issue. I'm sure you know Tarn.
For my clarification, are you up here with Phaedra, or are you hanging back?
Does she turn around and you're not there?
No, he's trying to hide behind her, which is a little bit ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Not like, not exaggeratedly, but he's definitely standing behind her.
So Arya kind of goes, leans like past so that she can get a look at you. Is, yeah?
So, and this is only in interest of the safety of the guests, of course, but your sister has made some vaguely threatening remarks as to the general well-being of the club later this evening.
My sister. Oh. Little word to the wise, Tarn. My sister couldn't threaten a paper bag. What'd she say?
She recommended that the employees perhaps should clear out early this evening.
Interesting. Gnarl, which is one of the Batarians. Yeah, boss. is my and he goes kind of hold that thought, looks over to Tar and goes, "She's still here?"
Your sister?
Yeah.
He checks over his shoulder to where he last saw the inebriated, not matriarch. And I assume she's still there.
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah, she's still present.
Looks over where you looked. So now goes, toss her in the brig. I'm not dealing with this shit tonight. Boss, just not dealing with it tonight. Batarian goes, all right. Walks down. Out of sight. Like, there. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Thanks, Arya. I'll get back to work.
She just kind of goes, and then she does that thing where she doesn't really dismiss you, just kind of looks away.
Well, on the way down the stairs, I pat Tarn on the shoulder. See, did a great job. Excellent work. She kind of grips your shoulder a little bit.
I think Tarn's a little distracted because I think he's half convinced like that all of your race can just like flay people with your minds or whatever it is you do, and
It's true.
sort of just half watching, like expecting bit chunks of bodyguard to come flying any minute. Kind of nervous.
We should still keep an eye on her in case she decides not to be arrested. Do you want to talk to her? Maybe we could find out why she's upset. Could avoid an incident.
I think it's too late for that.
You can beat the, if you guys go around, you can probably beat the Gnarl to her. Gnarl's taking a sweet time.
Your call, Tarn.
Maybe if we convince her if it's in her best interest to leave, she won't explode people.
She probably won't explode people either way. It's very unsanitary.
His frown just sort of deepens and he starts making a beeline for her.
Okay, so as you make it there, when Gnarl sees you, he just kind of looks a little confused, but stands at the perimeter like, oh, I guess they're doing it. I don't care as long as it's done. So yeah, she's just sitting there, watching the sorry dancer. With big reply.
I'm sliding over to Sam to give her a heads up that Sam, there could be some trouble. Just keep an eye out for the sorry matron over there.
Gotcha.
I think Tarn's going to kick her out. Won't that be interesting?
Your kid. What? Okay.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Ma'am?
She looks back at you with a look that looks vaguely familiar. Yes.
Hate to disturb you, ma'am, but in the interest of these innocent customers, perhaps it would be prudent for you to depart. I'd be happy to escort you down the way. There's another lovely club that makes drinks twice as strong as ours.
Arya asking why me kicked out.
He kind of has his face like, is that what you want me to say?
One thing you do notice, Tarn, as she's talking and like watching, the thing that you see something that's a little puzzling. Omni tools typically don't. They're off when you're not using them. You know, they fade away, but hers is on and it's clearly processing something.
He keeps glancing down at it and up at her face and down at it and up at her face and down at it.
My eyes are up here.
And almost as if he can't help himself. So, what you doing?
Looks at the dancer, looks back at you. What do you think I'm doing? I'm enjoying the scenery.
Well, if you're recording video, ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop.
Video? No.
I don't know.
Oh, this? Oh, that? No, I'm I'm hacking all various access codes. I'm just kidding. I'm actually getting my travel arrangements coordinated with the VI in my Omni tool.
I'm no good at it, but I want to find out if she's lying to me.
Go for it. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Bink, bink. Bink. Oh.
Okay. All right.
Damn it, I was thinking if she is getting all the various access codes, that could be useful to me. But I will never know.
You just get distracted. You get distracted, particularly because she stands up and kind of gets up in your face, which is a pretty intimidating thing for a young human, for a sorry biotic in her prime. So, do you want something? And she's clearly pushing her wares a little bit.
I think Tarn has his first ever fear boner.
This would classify.
Don't know how I'd react to that. Probably turns scarlet and starts. I'm on duty, ma'am.
She chuckles. Well, if you're a little, I get it. I mean, I'm sure you can bring a friend if you'd like. She gestures to the dancer, who is at this point just dancing, completely oblivious to this conversation.
Oh my god, I think you're breaking his poor little brain. I don't think he's equipped to handle this.
Oh, poor man.
Well, he obviously grabs the person who's closest to us, which wouldn't be the dancer, because he has just enough scrap of sanity not to grab the dancer. Which one of you three is closest?
Well, it's not the Geth.
Geth is hanging out in the lap of semi-luxury.
Yeah. Let's make it Sam, because Phaedra had to. Let's give Sam a little bit of mo play.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
So she
Sam's arm is
grabs
grabbed in like almost a deathlock.
And
Sam,
what-
you're my friend, right?
Yes, I am. What's up?
Just turns back to her. I found a friend.
Well, this is going to be rather interesting. Well, here's my. She hits a couple keys on her Omni tool and sends you the access codes to her hotel, which, interesting enough, is one of the posh hotels, which is actually in the same complex as the place that Phaedra showed you a month ago, when that she got picked up by that sister of the Asari person, so Juskar person. So it's like the nice hotel in Omega. He goes, well, I'm sure you'll have to get your things in order. I will just beat you there.
Okay, what
She
have I
walks
been
out.
dragged into?
She just
What's going
she
on?
just starts to walk out.
Sam,
Fine,
if you do
fine.
this for me, I will owe you so many favors. All of them. All of the favors. Ever.
What am I doing?
Her. Well, with me, but her.
Okay. Let's go. You're on. That might be just the ticket for the bunch of crap ass shit that's going on.
Okay, yeah, he
Let's do.
Tarn's not a hugger. He doesn't come from a hugging background, but so in his enthusiasm, I think he probably just grabs Sam around the waist and sort of throws her over his shoulder.
Really? Okay.
And marches out. He is a young, unworldly. He's an unworldly young man. And he has heard things. He has heard things about the Asari.
Okay. Well, yeah. Woohoo! Off we go to whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, yeah. So Phaedra notices this exchange from her vantage point. Just as a FYI, you see Tarn throw Sam over her shoulder, march her out like a caveman. So there's that, which is awesome. And they walk out. So you hear a couple of the Batarian bodyguards look at each other with this, like, you hear them talk as they look at each other because you don't hear them talk. Like, oh, it is, or whatever, okay. And angry Batarian sounds. And they, take positions as bouncers, and one of them tries to do the bar, which actually is not too bad, but he's eventually gets relieved by a Tarian who keeps calling the humans shitty names.
It's part of the ambiance.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. So do you guys go straight there?
Well, as I am the unwitting passenger in this situation, I'm going wherever she's dragging me. Or
You can make me put you down. Like, he wouldn't
No,
make
I'm not.
objections.
I'm not, though. I'm not saying any. I'm letting you say any.
Like, I am vicariously enjoying your youth.
My brain is thinking, no. Let's see where this goes.
Excellent. He would probably swing by either like not the club restrooms, like his crappy tiny pad that he shares with like 2 other guys on his way out to spruce up and get out of work clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And then head straight for it, yeah.
Okay.
Do you put me down while you change clothes?
Yeah.
Hang on. I got it. Okay, there you go.
Do you let me watch while you change clothes?
Yeah. That's something he's not modest about. He grew up in very close, crowded quarters. Like, that's... Casual nudity is different than sex for some
Do
reason.
you let me help you change clothes?
That sounds like a seduction roll right there.
It's like, surprise, we don't make it to the hotel.
Oh, man.
Hey, I may be saving our lives here without even realizing it in character. Hot. Funny enough, it's a 0. Okay, well, just roll a damn dice. 9! So... That's a Kate Blanchett 9, though. So...
They need some concrete assurance right now.
Okay. So... Alright, I might as well go all in. We're going to play this game. Let's play this game.
Well, no, isn't it for PCs on a 7 and 9 choose one?
After you.
Do what now?
The concrete assurance is for NPCs, right?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. It might help if I read all the words. Yep.
Oh, yeah. So, while I say something to the effect, well, that's a good idea. I might as well remove my clothes, too. Or change my clothes, too. Change my clothes, too. But, of course, not saying a word about the fact that I don't have any clothes in your room. I'm just taking the ones I have on off for the hell of it.
Okay.
So,
So are you bribing me with experience or making me act under fire? I feel like you're making me act under fire to say no.
yeah, try it. Act under fire to a naked woman.
I'm wondering if his culture has the equivalent of the expression 1 in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
I think once he caught on to what was happening, there's no way he would refuse. That would require, like, willpower.
Okay. So,
And since he's clearly not particularly attached to this idea of, like, sex being correlated with love, there's not much in the way of willpower.
I take it then that we're going to be a little bit late to get to the Asari's room.
That is a thing.
Okay.
And fade to black.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to just as a time check, guys. Are we gonna close out at midnight?
Yeah, for me, I hate
I
to do
need
it, but
because I got to work tomorrow morning. So yeah, that would be good for me.
Okay. We'll make sure I got it. All right. So we'll set up for 10 more minutes and then we'll close out. All right. So we'll go back to G22X. So you're hanging out in this very, very nice hotel room. And after about 30 minutes or so, your friend walks back in, goes, and she looks at you, goes, well, my first attempt to deal with Arya did not end well. I'm afraid that she did not take my offer to buy your freedom.
You attempted to purchase this one?
I attempted to appeal to Arya using the only thing she cares about.
I see.
However, I did get the access codes to her main server drives. So, and I put a touch of a rather nasty VI virus into them.
I expect I'm going to be the one cleaning this up.
No, you're not, because that is our getaway plan.
You are suggesting that you leave with this one.
Well, yeah. Yes. Didn't you want to be free?
This one wants to be free.
Well, then it's settled then. Unfortunately, there is one last bit of work I need to do before I have a debt that I owe to a rather powerful individual with much influence beyond Omega. So if I do not pay this debt, he will hunt us, or hunt me, and you by extension. It's not a large deal. I simply have to lean on a human and remind him to pay his debt.
This one has a workshop. This one could not likely assist in matters of extortion using torture.
Oh, I'm not going to get information with torture. There are much far better ways of dealing with someone than torture. It's just going to be a rather heavy threat to a person, to a friend of hers or friend of his.
This one is not sure how it can be of use. Is this one needed?
Well, you can tell me about this person, and she projects an image of Sam.
You wish to know about the bartender at Aria's bar?
Yes, I would, because there is a significant bounty on this bartender's head. So I don't think she's just a bartender.
What do you intend to do with the bartender?
Oh, I intend to threaten her life, and then turn her over to the people who want the bounty on her. It's enough money to retire on.
Can you remind me of what my history is with Sam?
Sam once left you bleeding and did nothing for you. I just don't trust him.
And for what it's worth, I've gone out of my way to not ever treat you like anything more than a machine. So I'll cop to that.
This one was not treated properly by the bartender.
Oh, you know him. You know her.
Yes, but this one does not wish harm to come to the bartender.
Well, perhaps we can parlay this with information. One thing you can do, and I'm afraid I must depart. My quarry has taken a surprising detour in one of the rather seedy parts of town. So I need to figure that out. If you can figure out why there's such a huge bounty on this person's head, that could be very valuable. Because I'm sure the person I'm going to solicit is not going to know.
This one is conflicted. This one will do as you say.
Okay. All right, so we pan back from that scene. It is closing, is shift change for Phaedra because Afterlife is 24 hours. As she is walking out, she bumps into her human buddy, Fennec, is what we call them.
Ferenc.
Ferenc, thank you. Who meets you as you walk out of Afterlife and is basically leaning up against the wall, actually in his Blue Sun's armor, which is surprising because they don't typically have the Corleones to do that.
Ferenc, I saw you earlier.
Phaedra had to hit you up, being this in this part of town.
Great. I'm glad that you did. How are you?
You know, I really can't complain. Really can't complain. Got myself a new job, or a new, kind of in the bounty hunting business these days.
Really?
Yeah, some of the mercs are taking some odd jobs here and there. I mean, with the with Eclipse trying to lean so heavily on Omega, you know, a little bit of diversifying seems like the right action. I'll cut you in on it if you're interested.
You know, I wouldn't say I'm a pacifist, but the idea of hunting bounties, not really within my skill set.
Oh, this one is, though. So, do you know this person? And projects a picture of Sam.
Well, I do. Yes, I've seen that person a few times. Why?
Word on the street is that Cerberus is offering a pretty significant bounty for his head. Or, excuse me, for her head.
That's interesting. Are you offering some kind of split? Do you just need me to finger her? What are you asking for?
Well, only if I get to watch.
You are
Too soon?
No.
No. I'm thinking finder's fee. How about... It's about 100,000 credits. So why don't we do 80-20?
You're giving me 80,000
No.
credits? That's...
Give you 20,000 credits.
Is this a dead or alive? Is there a particular need here? What?
I believe it's dead if necessary, alive if able.
And where's the drop? Is it on Omega or off planet?
Would you believe it's on the Citadel? Of all the crazy places.
Cerberus? In the city?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. 75-25.
All right, we could do that.
That was too easy. I should have asked for more. All right. How can I get in contact with you?
You know my pin. You hit me up. I'm actually gonna visit. There's this there's some Solarian doctor and the Warrens who are apparently think might be an old STG member. So we need to figure out if there's any bounty there. But not really looking to fight. More looking to see if I can come up with mutually beneficial arrangements.
With the other one or with this person?
Really the other one. This one, the thing that's really puzzling about this is nobody really knows why. Cerberus doesn't bounty everybody, and generally doesn't do humans. So the real question is why this person, and why now, as opposed to a week ago. From the charter records, this person's been on on Omega for a while, so nothing's triggered this. So, and we don't ask questions when it comes to just pulling a name off a list. So,
All right. I'll let you know.
cool. All right. So, you start heading out, and it is 12:01. So I'm going to call it here.
Okay.
All right. So last but not least, let us go around the table on who knows who better. So G22X, who knows you better?
Sam's the only person who interacted with me, so that would be you.
All right.
Okay, Sam, no, I know the B. Okay. -1.
Okay. So Tarn, who knows you better?
Definitely Sam.
It rolls over after 3, right?
It
Correct.
does.
Okay, so
You get to ask a really deep question. What
you can
is
save
your
it for
favorite
next game.
color? You can save it for next game.
no, I can ask it.
Oh, you
So-
gotta go for it.
After we've had a wonderful time of semi-surprise romance, and I've told you the 100% complete truth about who I am and what I'm up to, do you think you could still possibly ever trust me again? Considering I've been a spy up until I just told you the truth?
Probably. And I mean this the nicest way possibly, but largely because Tarn doesn't have a lot of trust invested in you as it is now. It's not like you're betraying a huge investment of trust. You're the cute bartender.
Oh. Okay.
I don't mean to be cruel, but it's just like a cool, you're a spy. Now I know. Kind of a
No,
thing.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Not like, we've been married for 10 years and you've been lying this whole time.
No, okay, yeah. So, then my first sex with another PC in the history of ever is just kind of a, oh, well, you're the cute bartender. That's good.
You gotta start somewhere. Hey, dude, the first PC sex I had in a game was with a demon possessed woman. Okay, so we all have we have to start somewhere and build our way up.
It's true.
Actually, not entirely sure it's my first, but it's certainly the first in a long time. My first with a player who was a woman, I think. I don't know. I mean, not that matters, but... So anyway,
It's a fun talking point.
fun's a poppin'. Yeah. Okay.
Last night I had fake sex with a real woman.
Yeah,
Fake people.
exactly.
Somehow
And I
think
was the
that.
woman.
And our genders were flipped.
All right,
Like you
Sam,
do.
who knows you best?
Tarn.
We roll over.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
You can save it if you want.
I'm gonna put a little star.
Okay. Cool beans. All right. And now, last but certainly not least, our favorite Asari, Phaedra.
I will have to say Tarn. Yeah. Considered Sam, but I think it's Tarn.
Okay, cool. All right. That's it. When we will next meet our heroes, we will deal with the aftermath of the spontaneous romantic interlude The bounty on Sam's head by way of Phaedra, and G22X also trying to figure out just what is Sam hiding that everybody is talking about.
Cool. Good night.